And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Baltimore Orioles. The headline today, the hitting streak he's been on.
Yeah, an impressive streak. Can he keep it going in this one? Feels like there isn't a pitch he can't hit right now. Looking forward to seeing how they deal with him.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set. Starting on the mound in this one, Dean Kramer. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. That one finds the zone, and we are underway in game one of the series. He swings and crushes one. Deep on its way. Way back there. Gone. It's a belly bomb. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. Third home run of the season. The Yankees score first. It's 1-0. Singy, that's his 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. He's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Out towards right center field. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Aaron Judge comes to the plate now. We think of home runs when we see Judge, which makes sense because, well, he hits a lot of them.
Yeah, you're right about that, Boog. In fact, Judge hit 300 home runs before he reached 1,000 hits. The only other player in MLB history to do that was Mark McGwire.
I think of home runs with that guy, too.
Yeah, same.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Man at second. Ground ball up the middle. Henderson tosses to first. 1 out in the top of the first. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Austin Wells.
Well, this club has started to lean on him. He's got 10 RBIs in his last 10 games. So this is a guy, when you need some momentum, got some runners on, you want him at the plate. He's been clutch, and he's been delivering big time.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. And that one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Runner breaks for third. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two outs with a runner at third. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
Out towards left center. Mullins in pursuit. He's got it, and that is that. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back here with my pal Singy, and starting this one, Clark Schmidt. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Bottom of the first, leading off, Gunnar Henderson. That catches the zone for a strike. It's 0-1.
It's 0-1.
And the right-hander deals. And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. And one away. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Jordan Westberg, the next to hit for the Orioles. And there's a strike. One out, base is empty.
Come on, Jordan.
Swing and a pop-up. Volpe on his way over. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. Chris, this is an offense that puts the bat on the ball. Tough outs pretty much throughout the lineup. And they have fewer strikeouts than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog, and I just remember as a player, when you're going up against a club like this, it keeps you on your toes all game long because you got to make plays for your pitcher on the defense. And so an offense like that can really put some pressure on that defense. So they can swing the bats, put it in play, but I also think if they run the bases hard, it adds another element to their game.
0-1.
Colton Cowser stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a miss. 0-2. You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back a little bit toward, well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Second inning set to go. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. Kramer back to work.
That missed. That's a ball.
Wells matched a homer in his last game. On the ground, right side. And foul ball. Hit in the air, center field. Mullins settles underneath it. One away. So digging in, Oswaldo Cabrera. Foul ball. That one close, ruled a ball. 1-1.
1-1.
Freddie Ferguson doing the umpiring duties behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Freddie's a well-respected umpire, Boog. Maybe a little bit more of a pitcher's umpire. He does like the pitch down just below the knees or right about there, but most hitters are pretty good at covering that spot these days.
Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
One down, base is empty. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's Stanton now.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Swing and a miss, strike one. Stanton getting the start in left in the 8th spot in today's lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Slides, but he can't come up with it.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So a man at first. Paul Goldschmidt digs in now. Yeah, there's the strike. Stanton off of first with 2 away. Lifted in the air, right center field. Cowser on the move to the gap. And that's the 3rd out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Yankees 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back now at Oriole Park, bottom of the 2nd. And the batter now, Gary Sanchez. Where'd that last pitch miss? Just missed.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Next offering is down low.
3-0.
There's a strike. On the ground to third, and it goes just foul. Gets under it and pops it up. Volpe hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
That is 5th center fielder, Cedric.
And into the box for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. Mullins launched a homer in his most recent game. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. The 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Tyler O'Neill. First pitch misses. Two outs. Right through there for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at-bat.
And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Wells collects, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Bellinger with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark. Kramer winds and deals. Up the middle, hauls it in, 1 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. On the ground to third. Slings to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
2 outs, base is empty. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, grounded out his first time. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
That's off the mark, and now 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
On the ground to third, Westberg. Sends it across to first. Judge out on the play. And the Yanks go quietly. So the Yanks go in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That's through there for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting 8, catcher, Adley.
Here's Adley Rutschman.
All right, Boog. So I was scrolling through social media the other day, and a video of Adley popped up. It was a clip of him playing college football for Oregon State. How athletic is this guy? He tackled Stanford great Christian McCaffrey. Seriously, what can't Rutschman do on the field?
That one ripped right center field. Back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. His first homer of the year, and we're all square. It's 1-1. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yup, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Jorge Mateo in now. Takes ball one off the plate. Just missed. Schmidt maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
And now Gunnar Henderson down the middle for a strike. 0-1. Next offering is fouled back.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Mateo leads off first with 1 away. That one to first. Goldie over to second. Drops it, but they're saying it was on the transfer.
Next to the Orioles, third baseman, Jordan Westburg.
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit. 0 for 1 with a flyout. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And that one pulled foul.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Smoked on the ground to second. Jazz tosses to first, and that is the inning. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. All even at 1 apiece. This is Orioles baseball on the show Mid-Atlantic. Well, no surprise with this decision to delay the game. The rain is here, and it doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon. And we're going to have to sit tight, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, I don't see a break in the storm coming anytime soon. And I've got my $4.99 weather app, which is pretty trusty. And the radar says it's going to stay this way for at least another hour. So if that's the case, get ready for some new pitchers to take the mound when we get back.
We welcome you back with good news. The tarp is off the field, and it's done raining here at the ballpark, so we can get back to action. Tyler Wells comes into the game after about an hour-long delay, and we're all ready to get it going again. Back here in Baltimore, now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
Trent Grisham.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Grisham, first-round pick of the Brewers in 2015. And that's off the inside edge. 1-2 the count.
2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that's outside. And that's ball 2. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Everything came together for him. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
The 0-2. And down on strikes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
Wells, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Fouled off. He was late. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one outside. And the count 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
One out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Tag safe. He's into third of the wild pitch.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
Runners at the corners here. Here goes the runner. Little chopper rolls foul. And fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Ball one there.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
First and third, one down. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Another 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two on, one out. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Fought off foul. Just missed.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Grisham at third. Wells on at first with 2 down. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2 the count.
Right side. Dives, but it's off his glove. Flips it behind his back. Got him. Nice play. Yanks strand a pair. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
To the right side. He takes it on his own. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Gary.
Here's Gary Sanchez. Flied out his first time. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
That one ripped left field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Around first, heading for two. And that's a two-bagger.
Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So next to hit for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. Struck out swinging his first time. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Man at second. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. On the ground right side. In plenty of time to first, and they get Mullins for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles. Now a pop-up on the infield. Makes the grab, and that ends the inning. One left for the Orioles. Still tied, 1-1. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. Goldie, a former MVP. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Ryan Baker.
Number 43, Ryan Baker.
Fouled off down the right side.
You know, these Yankees finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Makes the catch, one down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
One down, here comes Cody Bellinger. One home run shy of 200 for his career. Check swing, went around, and that is strike one. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike two.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure, for them they feel that they are right at home.
One down, base is empty. Good eye in that spot.
2-2.
On the ground to the left, Westberg. And he's safe at first.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Go-ahead run on base. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Anthony Volpe, 1 for 2.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that drops in for a strike. Bellinger over at first with 1 away.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. O'Neill. He makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
It's Aaron Judge now. Has grounded out a couple of times. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Bellinger goes. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down the second base to end the inning.
Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Mark Leiter Jr. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball.
Mark Leiter Jr.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Grounded out his first time. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. That's to third, and it stays fair.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Digging in, Adley Rutschman. He's already homered in this game. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Second baseman,
Jorge Mateo getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
0-1.
Right side, hard hit. Fires over to first. And the inning is over. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Score remains tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. Aaron Judge at the plate. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage.
New pitcher now, Cionel Perez. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Swings through that one for strike one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
And a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Go ahead run on base. Now here's Trent Grisham. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. That's outside, and it's 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Wells in the box now. Takes strike one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
2 on, 1 out. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Got it! Now 2 away.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Judge. The lead runner out at second. Chisholm at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Here comes the Judge around third. Safe. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive. For an 0-2 count.
So with second and third occupied, they go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. 2 outs, base is full. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. 0 for 2 in this one.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order, struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
O'Neill getting an angle on it. He's got it, and that's the third out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any. Success against him.
Leiter back to work.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Movement in the Yankees pen. Jonathan Loaisiga getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Hamilton getting loose as well.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Here's a 1-1. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. That's back there. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And now the tying run is into scoring position. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next for the Orioles, Jordan Westburg. Right through there for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Man at second. Swing and a chopper out to short. 1 away, that's bottom of the 6th. And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Mark Leiter Jr. is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Tim Hill.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting. Designated hitter.
Gary Sanchez at the plate.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Henderson at second with 2 down. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Top of inning number 7. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
His next home run will be the 200th.
Gregory Soto taking over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Ripped on a line. Makes the grab. 1 down. And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. 1 for 3. Swinging a foul straight back. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. That misses, and the count is 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. The 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. This to third, and he can't come up with it. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
Well, looked like a pretty routine play. Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2 more.
1 down. Here comes Aaron Judge. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. inside. Ball 2.
2-0.
And that's in there at the knees.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
And there's a hit. The throw in. The tag out.
Oh, that was a great throw from right to cut him down, trying to go first to third, and such an exciting play. And it was tough to tell if he tried to push it on his own or if the base coach was waving him around. But with the ball behind you, that's when you have to rely on your coach to have a good feel for the play, and right there it just didn't work out for him.
Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
No, that
First
missed. That's a ball.
pitch just misses.
1-0.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Yanks lead 1. They lead it 2-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jonathan Loaisiga.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
On the ground out to short. Volpe throws to first in time, and they get Mullins for the out.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
So up next, Tyler O'Neill. And that drops in for a strike. And that misses.
Ball.
And it's a ball and a strike. Now one
2-1.
missed. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. And the tying run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and he went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. In there at the knees. Strike 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Line drive, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
First and second, 1 out. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they tack on 3. It's 4-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
hard sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it. Really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight, and a really nice home run.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jonathan Loaisiga out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Fernando Cruz.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Jorge Mateo, the next to hit for the Orioles. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Balls, 1
Cruz,
strike.
he's one of those guys that seems like he's out there to do just one thing, and that's strike people out. Swing and a miss.
He looks frustrated when a
0-2.
guy puts a ball in play, and that's what you're doing. You're coming in, putting out a fire, high leverage situation, and with his kind of stuff, everyone expects him to strike out hitters.
When you think about building a bullpen, is strikeout rate one of the main things you're looking at?
Absolutely. And when you're talking about working from the back forward, those last 3 innings are the toughest ones of the ball game.
Swing and a miss, splitter in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
2 down, bases empty. And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. That catches the corner. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
No balls, 2 strikes.
2 outs, bases empty. Popped up. Cabrera hauls it in to end the inning. Orioles get 3 on this long ball. It's now 4-2. Back here in Baltimore, we're at the top of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Keegan Aiken will take over here.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Going back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. The Yankees looking to rally. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-1.
In the air, out towards right center. Cowser. That's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman.
And up next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that is that.
Now pitching for the
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Ian Hamilton.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now here is Jordan Westburg. 0 for 3 in this one. That one finds the corner. Strike one. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
To the right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. Man at first. Now it's the right fielder, Colton Cowser. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And that's downstairs and outside. Hamilton, in his 3rd season, he features a slider, a sinker, and he works in a 4-seamer. And the 1-0. And another ball. Action in the pen down there. Luke Weaver up and loosening in the pen. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Westburg gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Here is Gary Sanchez. Well struck left field. That one carried. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Definitely didn't get all of that one, but man, the wind almost pushed it over the fence and left.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Outside low, ball 1.
Now, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Ground ball, Goldie. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 hit is all they get. 9th inning coming up. It's the Orioles 4 and the Yankees 2. We go to the 9th, and now it's Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Felix Bautista comes on trying to close it out.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
That's to third. Tosses to first. Now one gone in the ninth.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to Mountcastle, and they're down to their last out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
The Yanks trailing by 2 here at the top of the ninth. The Yankees down to their final strike. That's off the inside corner. Now 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And that one is inside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to wait.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
And your final 4-2 as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.